Hey everybody, and happy first week of May. I apologize for last week. Last week I actually forgot to post a video, and then the week just got away from me, and so I decided I'm going to double up today and give you last week and today. But as part of this, what I want to do is a big review for theory, but I also want to show you a few new things, and this is basically going to encapsulate all the knowledge that you have up until this point for piano. So I'm going to begin with a new exercise, and this is an exercise that you can sing. This is an exercise you could sing or play as long as you start it on middle C. The grand piano is over here, so I'm going to be hustling over there a couple times. But I'm going to get started, and I want you to start out with making two rows. So we're going to do P1, M2, M3, P4, P5, M6, M7, and P8. Sorry, I didn't work in the row, but instead of stopping this video and doing a bunch of different times, I'm going to just keep it rolling, okay? So now we go to the next one. This is going to be the bottom row. We're going to do minor second, minor third. Now we have T, T, and I'm going to explain that in a little bit. T, T, minor sixth, minor seventh, and then we'll do octave, which is the same thing as P8, as a perfect eighth, okay? So M stands for major, P stands for perfect, little m stands for minor, okay? And we know minor just kind of has that lowered quality that makes it sound just a little bit more menacing. So starting with perfect, we call it perfect because it doesn't change and it doesn't sound like it's going to another chord. If we start with major second, we go bum bum. It sounds like it's going to something else. Bum bum bum. If we start with major third, bum bum. It could end there, but we want to think it goes bum 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 bum. Perfect fourth, bum bum. Stays perfect. It doesn't sound like it's going somewhere else. Same with perfect fifth, bum bum. Major six, bum bum bum. Usually you would think of that going down. Major seventh, oh please, oh please, oh please resolve to the perfect eighth. Bum bum. Isn't that pretty? Bum 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 bum. So perfect eighth, once again, is perfect. It's not going anywhere. Bum bum. Now here are a couple songs, and I want you guys to write this down because I've done this before with you, and I don't think you've written this down, but now that you're in the privacy of your own home, spend this hour, really write these things down. So perfect first, bum bum. That's easy. You don't even need a song for that. It could be though, row 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 your boat. Okay. Major second, are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping, Brother John? Major third, this is Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord, Kumbaya. You learned this in your 1A lesson book. And then perfect fourth, here comes the bride. Here comes the bride. Okay, you all know how that goes. Perfect fifth, you all know this from when your parents would tuck you in at night. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are. That's how you can hear a perfect fifth. So if you hear dong, dong, just think to yourself, what song correlates with that? Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Major sixth. This is, I have a much better one than this, but My Bonnie Lies Over the Ocean. I actually learned this song when I was learning major sixes, so you can just learn this too. But this is My Bonnie lies over the ocean. My Bonnie lies over the sea. And you can YouTube the rest of it. But this is major sixth. Major seventh, we do not have a song. And if we do have a song, you get extra credit for letting me know what song that entails. But I call this monster. Major seventh is monster. Bum, bum. It doesn't go with anything. Perfect eighth, somewhere over the rainbow. Little Wizard of Oz. Somewhere over the rainbow, somewhere. Okay. Minor second. Okay, so that's your first column. I want to make sure that you wrote this down. Your second column, this is going to be minor intervals. Can you even see that? Oh my gosh, I've talked about this for about the past 5.5 minutes, and I don't even think you could see it. I'm sorry. Anyway, now you can see it. Now we're gonna do minor second. This is the Jaws theme. Da 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 da. Ah! Okay, this is minor second. Minor third. Bum bum. I know one. This is, they'll know we are Christians. I know this from church. And they'll know we are Christians by our love, by our love. But that's minor third. Tritone. Bum, bum. Sorry. Bum, 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 bum. And this is the Flintstones, or the Simpsons, or I can't say, or Maria from West Side Story. Maria, the Flintstones. Then we have minor six. Bum bum. I don't have that. Minor seventh though. There's a place for us from West Side Story. There's a place for us someday. A place for us. Anyway, those are your major and minor intervals and perfect intervals. Now what I want to do is do a warm-up. This can be a voice warm-up. I mean, I know you guys don't want to sing, but that's okay. It's a really bass routine. You all have an octave range. I've heard you in piano class. So we just go perfect first, major second, major third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, major sixth, major seventh, octave. Okay? Perfect eighth. Just do it again. Perfect first, major second, major third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, major sixth, major seventh, perfect eighth. Okay? Now we have the minors and tritones. Minor second, minor third, tritone, minor sixth, minor seventh, octave. So let's do the second one again. Minor second, minor third, tritone, minor sixth, minor seventh, octave. Good. How'd you do? You want to do it again? I knew you would. Okay, we're going to do it from the top again, and I'm going to do it with no repeats. Okay, we're going to do perfect first, and then I'm going to go right into the second column. Perfect first, major second, major third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, major sixth, major seventh, perfect eighth, minor second, minor third, tritone, minor sixth, minor seventh, octave. Good. So that's that. Now I'm going to erase the board, and we're going to do some terms that we have known for a while. Where in the world is my eraser? Let me find this a sec. I guess a wipe will work. Okay. Here it is. Under the book. Okay. So, let's go through dynamics. Now I'm going to put these in categories. Some of you have no idea when I say what is a dynamic. You'll give me note values. So I'm just going to say what dynamics are. We're going to start with double P. and then P, M, P, M, F, 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 F. Okay, so this is pianissimo. Okay, write that in. Piano, mezzo piano, mezzo forte, forte, fortissimo. Okay, let's do that again. Pianissimo, very soft. Piano, soft. Mezzo piano, medium soft. Mezzo forte, medium loud. Forte, loud. Fortissimo, very loud. Okay? All the way through this, we can do a crescendo. Anybody tell me what a crescendo means? Oh yeah, that's right, this is a video. Crescendo means gradually get louder. We're definitely getting louder from pianissimo to fortissimo. That encompasses all of the dynamics you know up until now. Now, if we were to go like this, excuse me, P, M, P, M, F, 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 F. If we were to go from fortissimo to pianissimo, we would do one of these. That is called a decrescendo. Decrescendo means gradually get softer. Okay? Good. So these are dynamics. Can you remember that? All right. Good. Now, note values. Okay, let's start with the basic. I'm just going to encapsulate everything you know. So some of this will be really easy. Some of it won't be as easy. Okay, so I'm going to go. We've gone through 16th notes, so I'm going to do 16th notes. Remember, it has 2 flags. 8th note has 1 flag. Quarter note has no flag, just a stem. Half note, dotted half note, and a whole note, okay? All right, I'm gonna write 16th note, 8th note, quarter note, half note, dotted. Okay, so we have 16th note. Sorry for the handwriting, but I think you know. 16th note, 8th note, quarter note, half note, dotted half note, whole note. 16th note gets, this is where it gets rather confusing, because a 16th note gets 1/4 of a beat, but you also have the quarter note. Wouldn't you think the quarter note gets 1/4 of the beat? No, quarter note, it gets 1 beat, okay? So then you count back from that. So you can't really rest in on the sounds of the notes. Like 16th note is 1/4 of a fourth, right? But we don't usually talk like that. So you just kind of have to memorize it. 16th note gets 1/4 beat. 8th note gets 1/2 of a beat. Quarter note gets 1 beat. Okay? Half note gets 2 beats. Dotted half note gets 3 beats. Whole note gets 4 beats. All right. So, how many 16th notes are in a quarter note? 4. Okay? 16th note is 1/4 beat. How many eighth notes are in a quarter note? 2. Okay, how many quarter notes are in a quarter note? 1. Okay, how many quarter notes are in a half note? 2. How many quarter notes are in a dotted half note? 3. How many quarter notes are in a whole note? 4. Here's a brain number. How many 16th notes are in a whole note? 16. Yes, 16. 16th notes make up one measure, or 4 full beats. Okay? 4 times 4. 4 times 4. So let's go to, let's do an exercise now with rhythms. So I'm going to do time signature, okay? Time signature, I'm going to say, we'll start with 4/4, of course. Why not? 4/4 is also known as what? If you see 4/4 or you see a C, now you don't necessarily see these next to each other, you'll see 4/4 or a C, okay? So for this exercise, since you know 4/4 is C, I'm just going to put C down. 4/4 means what? Top number means how many beats are in a measure. Bottom number tells you what note gets the beat. So 4/4 is 4 beats in a measure, quarter note gets the beat. I'm going to erase this, and this is going to be common time. Common time is the same as 4/4, 4 beats in a measure, and the quarter note gets the beat, okay? So now let's do an easy rhythm. You're going to say, this isn't easy. You know it's easy. Okay, and then I have a double bar line. Double bar line just means we're done. Okay, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4. So let's clap this together. All right, so get your clappers out. So here's the beat. Bum, bum, ready, go. How'd you do? Great. Let's do another one. This is going to be 6/8 time, and I'm going to move it over here a little bit. 6/8. Okay? 6/8 means what? 6 beats in a measure, and the 8th note gets the beat. Now, there isn't a fancy common time for 6/8 or anything like that. All this is just knowing 6 beats in a measure, and the 8th note gets the beat. So for 6/8, we're going to group, in a group of 3, we're going to group 8th notes together. Okay, ignore this. This is just an old blunder, okay? So now we have 3 8th notes followed by essentially 3 8th notes, but we have 2 8th notes and 2 16th notes. 2 16th notes make up 1 8th note. And then dotted quarter note, that gets 3 beats in 6/8, 8th note, 1 beat, quarter note, 2 beats. So anybody want to give this a go before I start? Anyone? Okay, let's do this. So this is going to be for the 8th note. 4, 5, 6. Okay? This is a little bit harder, so we're going to do this one again. Okay? Ready and go. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Here's another one. I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to go 7/4. You never see this time signature, but what does 7/4 mean? 7 beats in a measure and the quarter note gets the beat, okay? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? So this is going to have a really unusual feeling meter. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? One more time. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, good job. I'm going to give you one more. This is going to be 9/8. Okay, 9/8, 9 beats in a measure. The 8th note gets the beat. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. Sorry for those of you who are having a hard time seeing this. I should have written a little bit closer together at the beginning, but oh well. So we have, maybe I'll move you a little bit closer. Okay, how's that? Okay, good. All right, thank you for your feedback. Okay, 9/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? That is your 9/8. And now I'm going to erase the board. I'm going to something else. So we talked about note values and time signatures. Okay? How are you keeping up? You doing pretty well? Excellent. Good. Now we're going to go to key signatures. Okay? Key signatures here. Okay? Now, you didn't see that, did you? Now, we know about key signatures through the circle of fifths. So I'm going to use the circle of fifths as a little help, as a little aid for you. So circle of fifths. I'm still looking for that person who can draw a perfect circle for me. So maybe before class, you can just draw a perfect circle, and then I can go on with the class, because this is sad. Anyway, C0, G1, D2, A3, E4, B5, F sharp 6, C sharp 7. Okay. As we're going up, these are all going to be sharps. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we have corresponding. I want to tell you this now. I'm not going to tell you this now. I'm going to wait, okay? Just remind me that I told you I was going to wait. All right. So C, G, D, A, E, B, C. Now we have an engine that goes backwards to the enharmonics. This is going to be B is also enharmonic to C flat, which has 7 flats. F sharp is G flat, which has 6 flats. C sharp is D flat, that has 5 flats. Then we have A flat, 4 flats. E flat, 3 flats. B flat, 2 flats. And then F, 1 flat. To make this less confusing, I'm going to write sharps here so you know this is the sharp side and this is going to be the flat side, okay? So remember, going clockwise you get the sharps up until C sharp, and then counterclockwise you get the flats starting with F going to C flat, okay? Now, let's go with the key signature. So 1 sharp is going to look like 3, 4, 5. For a treble clef, it's going to look like this. Okay? That's your key signature. 1 sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Treble clef. 2 sharps. Okay? So that's going to be F sharp and C sharp. For A, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, triple clef, F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. Okay? Funny cats go. Remember the saying? So E, we have 4 sharps. Funny cats go down, and then we put dot, dot, dot where. So this is F, C, G, and D sharps. B, we have 1. We have 5 sharps. Funny cats go down alleys. Okay, there's the mystery solved. What are they doing? F sharp. I'm going to write up here. Can you see this better probably? Okay, so funny cats go down alleys eating. That was horrible. Okay, eating. So that's an E there. And then for C sharp, we have funny cats go down alleys eating bugs. Okay? So these are all the key signatures for sharps, okay? From C major has 0 sharps or flats. So all we do is we do a treble clef with nothing there. G major has 1 sharp, D major 2 sharps, here are they. A major has 3, here they all are, okay? Now, I'm going to do flat, and I'm going to start with C flat, 7 flats. I'm going to do it right below it. 7 flats. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to start here. That way it's more progressive. F having 1 flat. We start on B flat, okay? That is our 1 flat, okay? And this all spells, it all spells something eventually, okay? So now we have B for B flat, 3, 4, 5. B flat, E flat, okay? What this spells is B, E, A, D, G, C, F. We say B, E, A, D, George can fly, okay? George, the manager of a hardware store in town, okay? 4, 5. B, E, A. Okay, 3 flats, A flat, B, E, A, D. Okay, now we're going to get out of the way of this. This is the sharps terrain, so now we're going to go to flats. You're able to tell the difference between sharps and flats, right? Please, I sure hope so. One looks like a B and the other one looks like the number sign. So 5 flats, B, E, A, D, G. And then for G flat, we have, I'm going to complete this in a sec. B, E, A, D, G, C, okay, for George Ken. And then we have, for 7 flats, B, E, A, D, G, C, F. Bede and George Can Fly, okay? So this is the circle of fifths. This is key signatures, okay? So if I say I'm in the key signature of G major, how many sharps is G major going to have? If I'm in the key signature of E flat or 3 flats, what is going to be my key? If I have 4 flats, what's going to be my key if it's in a major key? If I have 7 flats, what's going to be my key if it's in a major key? And we'll assume they're all major for now, okay? The thing that I'm going to get back with you on is minor keys. Okay? So you got this all? Go ahead and pause this anytime you need to. Some of you say, oh, I didn't get it, you were going too fast. Well, guess what? There's a pause button, okay? So you pause it, and then you can go back to whatever picture you need and you jot it all down. This is the complete picture, okay? So you can jot it down. You can do that to any of the videos that I've sent you since quarantine started, okay? If you're having a hard time kind of staying ahead and you feel like, oh my gosh, he's going way too fast, go ahead and press that pause button and go back, okay? This is not something that is, you only see it one time. That's what we generally do in a classroom. So this is actually a privilege because you can learn a lot more, you can absorb a lot more, so use that privilege. Okay. Now, let's go through some musical terms, okay? I don't know what happened to that S, but I trust that you're able to follow along, okay? Musical, this is my M&M break. Musical terms. We're going to start with tempos. Slow to fast, okay? Slow. So we're going to do adagio, andante, adagio, crawling speed, andante, walking speed, allegro is running speed, okay? Adagio, crawling speed, andante, walking speed, allegro, running speed. What language is this? This is Italian, okay? These are all Italian terms. Basically, all of the terms the musical terms that you learn for piano are going to be Italian terms. So you know very basic Italian. So that's a big plus. Now, how about some other Italian words that we know? We know legato, staccato, marcato. We we know, well, this isn't, it's an Italian term, but we know what an accent is. We know what a fermata is. Crescendo. Decrescendo. Da capo al fine. Da capo al fine. Which means go back to the beginning and play until the fine sign, or till it says fine. We know what a tie is. Okay. We know what a slur is. We know what rests are. Oh, you know what? I better go to rest note values next. We already did note values, but we have to do rest values. Okay. We know time signatures. Key signatures. We know dynamics. We know accidentals. We know intervals. I think that's pretty good, okay? So let's talk about what all these are. Make sure that you're writing this down, and I'm going to explain them, and you can write the explanations down. Remember, you can pause anytime you need to. These are musical terms. Tempo, slow to fast, okay? Adagio, crawling speed. Andante, walking speed. Allegro, running speed. Legato means smooth. Staccato means detached. Staccato signs are the signs that look like this. Has a little dot underneath the quarter note, or 8th note, or 16th note. Marcato means markedly, okay? Marcato, you will see something like this. Kind of looks like an upside down arrow or triangle. Accent looks like this. Accent will mean you just play that particular note louder, okay, than all the rest. Fermata, this is a bird's eye. This means you hold the note for as long as you want, or as long as the conductor holds it. Crescendo looks like this. Gradually get louder. Decrescendo, gradually get softer. Da capo al fine looks just like that. Go back to the beginning and play until it says fine. Tie looks like this, okay? 3, 4, 5. So you have, we'll say 2 whole notes. And they're on the exact same note. A tie means you hold them all the way through the measure and you don't repeat it. A slur just means play these notes connected or legato. Slur is 2 different notes, okay? You still play each of these, but they're at different spaces. Rest is basically the difference between quarter rest, half rest, whole rest. We'll get to those in a minute, okay? But rest just means you don't play for a certain amount of beats as indicated. Time signatures, we went over time signatures. That's 4/4, 3/4, 7/4, 6/8, 9/8. 4/4 means 4 beats in a measure, a quarter note gets the beat. Key signatures, we have, that was the circle of fifths. We have C major getting nothing all the way to C sharp getting 7 sharps, F getting 1 flat, all the way up to C flat getting 7 flats. Dynamics, it's the difference of going from soft to loud. Accidentals, those are sharps, flats, naturals. A natural sign is something you'll get to cancel out an accidental that came before. If you have, for instance, let me see if I can find a good example of this. Might not be in this book. So say, for instance, you have an accidental at the beginning of, okay, you have an accidental at the beginning of a measure. Okay, what I'm going to do here is, okay, see you have this, let's say, you know what, tell you what, I'm going to give you a different example. I'm going to give you my own example. Say we have in a treble clef, we've got in 4/4, we have E flat, A flat, E flat, F, B, E, A. Okay, that'll be the key signature. B flat, A flat, E flat, F. Okay, now the key signature is already given, so you already know that E flat is going to be, or E is always going to be flatted. Okay, but if I put a natural here, that cancels that out, so it's going to be E natural is going to be the normal E. There's going to be no flat. Here's another example. This one we'll say is in the key of C major. We have F, A, G, F. Okay, this F is sharped, A, G, F, and we're going to make this natural. That way it's going to sound like, instead of, okay, does that make sense? Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so that's accidentals. Intervals is the difference between, is going from, say, perfect first to an octave. That's the very first thing that we did at the beginning of this video. We did perfect first, major second, major third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, major sixth, major seventh, perfect eighth. Okay, let's do that again. Perfect first, major second, major third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, major sixth, major seventh, perfect eighth, minor second, minor third, tritone, minor sixth, minor seventh, octave. Whether you're able to sing or not, or you think you can sing or you can't sing, you should all be able to master that, okay? With your singing. Now, and if you can't, don't worry about it, I'll help you. Okay, so that's musical terms. Now I told you I would also do rests. So these are rest values. Okay, now to preface this, I'm going to start with note values, okay? 16th rest, 8th rest, quarter, or notes, I mean, half note, dotted half note, whole note, okay? 16th note gets 1/4 of a beat, 8th note gets 1/2 beat, quarter note gets 1 beat, half note gets 2 beats, dotted half note gets 3, a whole note gets 4. Okay, now we're going to go to rest values. So we have 16th rest, 8th rest. You know what? I'm going to do this closer to this so you can see the correlation. This is 16th rest, 8th rest, quarter rest, half rest, dotted half rest, and we have whole rest. Now, there's no reason why some of these are bigger than the others. I'm just writing slightly sloppy because I'm in a hurry. So whole rest and whole note, dotted half rest, dotted half note, half rest, half note, quarter rest, quarter note, eighth rest, eighth note, 16th rest, 16th note, okay? Now, what about these dots? What do dots mean? Note, oops. A note plus a dot equals 1 plus half value. Okay? So, for instance, if we have a half note plus a dot, that means 2 plus 1. Okay? Half of a half note is a quarter note, which gets 1 beat. Okay? So we have half note plus a dot is 3. Okay? That's a dotted half note. Now we have for a 16th note. So let's say it's dotted 16th note. This is really confusing. Plus a dot equals 1 16th plus 1 32nd. Okay, so this will just be this, but it could look like a 16th note tied to a 32nd note. 32nd note has 3 stems or flags. Okay? How about something really common that we get? So quarter note plus a dot. Oops. I'm making a lot of mistakes now. Okay. Quarter note plus a dot equals 1 plus 1 half. Okay, so this will just be 1 1/2. Now quarter notes typically get paired with eighth notes. So a dotted quarter note plus an eighth note equals 2 beats. Okay? So that's rest values. Am I leaving anything out? Not quite sure. I think that's about a good amount of knowledge that you already have. Now for the rest of this, I'm just going to go to the keyboard and play a few things for you. All right. Now earlier, I was telling you of the intervals. Okay, there we go. So here's middle C. Middle C is at the middle of the keyboard. It's right under the label for Kauai. Here's middle C right before a group of 2 black keys. We go C, D, E, F, G. This is a 5th. Here we go. There's a 5th, 6th, 7th octave. Okay, so let's go back to that interval challenge that I did at the beginning of the video. Perfect first, major second, major third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, major sixth, major seventh, perfect eighth. Okay, let's do it again. Follow along with me. So make sure that you're on middle C, okay? Perfect first, major second, major third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, major sixth, major seventh, octave, perfect eighth. Now we go to minor second, minor third, tritone, minor sixth, minor seventh. Once more, minor second. Okay, pause this if you ever need to. Minor third, tritone, minor sixth, minor seventh, octave. All right, thanks you guys. I know that was kind of a very informative video, and if you have any questions, you can always email me, always call me, always leave a message, because I get a lot of calls and I don't know who it is, so if people leave a voicemail, I know to call them back. All right, have a safe week, and I can't wait to see you guys again. It's going to be a while, I know, but miss you guys, and I hope you're well. All right, bye-bye.